Hello everyone. So this is my first time going live on YouTube, and it's much better than what I have been doing on Facebook. So this is great. This is amazing. And what I will be discussing today on this live is my complete referral system and how do you ask for referrals and how do you get as many referrals as possible, because we all know that the referrals are the best and easiest way to get clients. Now I will start with this: do not ask for referrals. Do not ask for referrals, because what I see is when you think of asking for referrals, you have a very narrow audience. You have a very narrow pool of people that you can ask for referrals. But if you switch that word to introductions, now you have a whole lot of other people you can ask, right? Because you are just asking for an introduction, whereas when you are asking for a referral, what people think is, do they have the budget? Like, how do I make sure someone is a good referral for you? And so they try to make sure that the person they are introducing you to has the budget. They are actively looking for something. um, they are a good fit. They are a good fit value wise, budget wise, time wise, energy wise. And we all know that in B2B, if you are in B2B, people are never or very rarely actively looking for something, but they meet you and then they are looking for it, right? They meet you and they are like, oh, I never knew that this is even available. So what you want to do is you want to ask for introductions instead of referrals, because that increases the amount of people you can ask, and that increases the amount of people very very makes a very huge difference. So ask for introductions, don't ask for referrals. So that's the first step, is switch your mindset from how can I ask for more referrals, which gives you a very tight audience, very tight clients or relationships or connections that you can ask for. um, Switch your mindset from referrals to introductions, because then you can ask for so many more people. Hey, can you introduce me to XYZ type of people? Can you introduce me to marketing agencies? Can you introduce me to branding agencies? That is a way broader audience that you have, because now they don't have to make sure that they have a budget. They don't have to make sure that they have a time. They don't have to make sure that the person they're introducing you to has an immediate need, because we know in B2B business 95% of your customers, your clients, will not have an immediate need, but they will be willing to move forward if they see the value. They will find the budget if they see the value, right? So it doesn't matter as much in B2B, especially the type of people that I work with, agencies, creative teams, people in holistic wellness, business coaches, business consultants. So that's the first step. Switch your mindset. Go from how can I ask for more referrals? How can I ask for more introductions? And you have way many more people you can ask. So who should you ask when you want introductions? Who should you ask? And my answer to that would be everyone. People on your contact list, go through your whole contact list. Ask, if possible, ask everyone. Go through your email list, go through your CRM contacts, go through the people in your Calendly or what that you use. Go through everyone who has ever booked a call with you. Ask them, and ask everyone. Literally ask everyone, because what I have learned when it comes to asking for introductions is some of the people that you think cannot make an introduction for you, and they are very less likely to make an introduction for you or know your target audience, end up making an introduction for you. So don't make assumptions, don't limit your opportunities. Ask everyone you have ever been on a call with. Ask everyone on your email list. Ask everyone on your contact list. Ask everyone, every contact that you can ever find anywhere. Ask your business friends on Facebook. Ask your followers on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Like this gives you thousands of people, if not tens of thousands of people, that you can ask. Just drop a message. And the one thing you want to be careful about when you're asking for introductions is you don't want to let your ego get in between. Hey, what if they don't make an introduction for me? And a lot of people won't. In fact, 70% of the people I ask to make an introduction for me, they don't make introduction for me. Sometimes that percentage is 80%, depending on the time of the month, depending on the time of the year, and just the type of the people I'm messaging. Those 70 to 80% of the people won't make an introduction for you, but because of that, you cannot leave the rest of the people who will make an introduction for you, and you don't never know who will. So you have to ask everyone. You literally have to ask everyone you can ask. And the reason people are not making introductions for you is simply because they don't know someone right now who knows your target audience. They just don't know someone right now. So follow up next month, and then the month after, and then the month after, and maybe do it quarterly, maybe do it yearly, right? So the only reason 70 to 80% of the people won't make an introduction for you right now is because they just don't know anyone right now who might be a good fit for you. But that doesn't mean you stop following up with them. You stop staying in touch with them every quarter follow up with them, every year follow up with them, stay in touch, send valuable resources to them. And if you have an email list, add them to your email list, send really valuable emails, post very valuable content. So first step is, instead of asking for referrals, ask for introductions. And number two is ask everyone um, to make an introduction for you. That is very important. Everyone on your contact list, everyone on your CRM, everyone on your email list, everyone in your LinkedIn connections, everyone who is who you are friends with on Facebook, who is a business friend, ask them to make an introduction for you, and be very specific who you are looking for an introduction with. So right now, if you are looking to connect with business coaches and people in holistic wellness, go for business coaches for now. Next month you can ask the same people to introduce you to holistic people in holistic wellness, right? So you don't have to ask for all the introductions at once. Go for once at a time, and you will see it works much more effective, because people are more clear about, okay, who can I go in my CRM to find for you? Because if you are writing down 5 types of completely different audiences, they're going to get confused. So ask for one type of introduction at a time. Okay. um who should you ask for introductions? Sorry, who should you ask to get introduced to? Who should you ask to get introduced to? Number one is your ideal client. But that's not the only option. A lot of people think that you can only ask to be introduced to your ideal client. That's not true. That again limits your opportunities, limits the possibilities that there are. So number one, ask them to introduce you to your ideal client, and describe very clearly and very briefly who that is. Number two, people who work with your ideal clients. So when someone is working with a marketing agencies, they are very likely to first work with branding agency, to work with a branding agency, or a business coach, or a business consultant. So those three industries, those three people are the type of the people that your target audience is very likely to work with before they work with you if you run a marketing agency. So understand and research this a little bit. Who does your target audience, your ideal customer, works with before they work with you? Very important. So number one, ask them to introduce you to your ideal client. Number two, people who work with your ideal clients. And number three is, this can be people, um, this can literally be anyone who works with your ideal clients, knows your ideal clients, or does business with your ideal clients. So this can be someone who maybe does not directly work with your ideal clients, but they know a lot of your ideal clients. So for example, if you are looking for a web design agency as your ideal client, that's your ideal client. A lot of other web design agencies know other web design agency owners. Creative people know creative people. Marketing people know marketing people. So that's a completely new opportunity you have. And people never do this. People never ask a marketing agency owner to introduce you to another marketing agency owner, because that is the easiest introduction they can make for you. They are in those groups, they are in those communities, they are learning from the same person usually, and they are very well aware of who's doing good and uh, um, who's really doing good in that industry. So again, recapping this quickly: number one, ask them to introduce you to your ideal clients. Number two, people who work with your ideal clients. And number three, ask your ideal clients to introduce you to more of your ideal clients who might not be your client right now, who might not be a good fit for you right now, but they do know more people in their niche. And the last question that I get a lot of the times is, how often should I ask for introductions? And I do this every month. Every month we run a campaign and we ask for a lot of introductions. The easiest way to incorporate this into your routine is set aside time every day. This can be 30 minutes, an hour, to work on your sales, to work on asking for introductions, to work on making offers. This has been a game changer for me since I have started to consistently work every hour on sales. And the thing that has really made a difference is working on sales on the first hour of every day, not just an hour every day, but the first hour of every day. So when I get on my desk in the morning, the first thing I'm doing is I'm working on my sales pipeline for an hour without getting distracted. No matter how urgent or important something else is, I am not working on it. And that discipline has helped me close a lot more sales than I used to, because that has created a lot more opportunities for me. So you can make it a routine to, and you can challenge yourself here. Hey, I'm gonna ask for 5 introductions every day, Monday to Friday, and I'm gonna make sure that by the end of the week I have my 25 introductions. And that will be a game changer for you, because that's, you are asking 100 per people every month to make introductions for you. 80% of them won't make an introduction for you, about 10 to 20% will, but those will be your introduction partners. Those will be the people who will keep it making introductions for you, right? Now, how do you make this consistent? So this can be something that you have to consistently keep doing, but how can you make it more effective? The way you make it more effective is you make introductions for people who make introductions for you, and that's how you reciprocate. And number two, if someone introduces you to someone and you close the deal, you make the agreement, you close the deal, you pay them a referral fee. Now, you don't always have to pay. A lot of businesses pay 10%. We pay 10% sometimes, but this can just be $500. This can be a fixed fee or a percentage, depends on how you want to do this, but pay them something. Be generous, and if they get something in return, they are more likely to make more introductions for you, because they are also in business. You are in business, they are business. They are here to make money, you are here to make money. So while you are making money, make sure they are also making money through you, right? So make introductions for them. Be generous with your introductions. Be generous with um, with even your money once it comes in and when you close those deals. That's how you make it consistent, and that's how you make it powerful. By this time, um, I have people who are making 5 to 6 introductions for me consistently every month. And the way you make that happen is you share your resources. When you close a deal, you share a certain percentage with them. And when they make introductions for you, you make introductions for them, right? And this is interesting because the more you focus on making other people money, the more you make money. And if your only goal is to make money for yourself in the business, that is when you make the least amount of money, because the universe blesses those who think of the collective and not just of themselves. So the universe blesses those who think of serving everyone, serving their team, serving their clients, and serving people who might not even be able to, give back to them, but they do it anyways. So that generosity gets rewarded. It's not just about you, it's about everyone. So the more you focus on helping everyone and be a leader, lead with value, and take everyone with you, the more you are going to make money, and that will just be a byproduct that will be much more easy for you. So that's one topic I wanted to cover for our very first live on YouTube, because I think that we talk about money, we talk about time, we talk about energy, but we don't talk about people. And that's the biggest, I think, tool you have. That's the biggest resource you have, that people don't leverage. People don't know how to leverage their network. They are going to networking events, they are going to all these meetings and masterminds, but they just don't know how to leverage it, how to maximize the impact other people can have on their business. So this in my opinion is a very important topic. So I'm going to quickly recap this. Number one, go from asking for referrals to introductions. Ask for introductions instead of asking for referrals. That gives you so many more opportunities, and it increases a lot of possibilities for you. Number two, um, ask everyone for an introduction, everyone on your contact list. And I keep saying this because it's very important. Everyone on Instagram who follows you, everyone on LinkedIn who is a connection, everyone in your CRM, everyone who is a business friend on Facebook. And if not everyone, at least ask a lot of people. A lot of people have introductions for you. They just don't know how to make an introduction for you, or and they just don't know who to introduce you to. So just go out there and ask them, right? Ask for introductions. Ask them to introduce you to your ideal client, to the people who work with your ideal client, and ask your ideal clients to introduce you to more ideal clients, right? And reach out once a month, both old and new connections. Sometimes people don't have introduction for you. Follow up after a quarter, send the same email the next quarter, and they might have a referral for you. So don't give up on people. um, the only reason people are not making introduction for you, if they are not, is because they don't have an introduction or a referral for you right now, but they will have one in the future. And the last part and the most important one is reciprocate. um, Give back of the money you make, and give back from your network. Make introductions for the people who make introductions for you. And with that note, I will end this live. Thank you very much for joining me.